Very good morning to you. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
I woke up this morning, I could not work out what day it was.
That's kind of like how me and Sam were saying today. We're a bit like, was it the weekend? Was it the start of the week? I feel discombobulated still because I started my week on Friday last week.
Yeah.
So it feels weird still. I can't get used to it.
But sometimes I started on the Saturday and gone right through, and then I'm like, today surely should be Saturday.
Do you ever wake up and not know where you are? And you're like, oh, where am I? Yeah,
absolutely.
I love that feeling.
All the time.
It's great.
Especially when we were working away, freelancing. I used to be in all sorts of different beds.
Yeah.
Now then.
Well.
Yeah, chance to be a fine thing. Right, so welcome to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. We've got a fabulous show for you today. So it begins. I know the crazies are in the house. We've got David demonstrating for you this morning. We've got Katie on cameras, and we've got Sam in the producer chair. Love it when Sam produces, she's really good. Right, so first of all, let me tell you a little bit about live shopping. It's super easy to shop with us here at Highlight Crafts, and you can shop while you're watching us, so you don't need to miss a second of what we're teaching you, which is just the best thing ever. So you can watch us on YouTube, you can also watch us on Facebook, Instagram, and on our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. If you're going to shop on either Facebook or Instagram, we're going to show you a product, and that product will have a code. And all you need to do is type shop and then the code into the comments underneath the video. And that code will also be on your screen, okay? Then that's going to pop it into a basket for you. We're going to slide into the DMs, David.
In the DMs.
I know. We're going into your Doc Martens. No, we're not. We're going into your direct messages. That's what they were when I was a kid. I'm going to go into your, I'm going to send you a message, and in that message there will be a link. You're going to click that link, and that will take you to highlightcrafts.com. Now, it's really important that you have an account with us and you are logging into that account, because then you automatically get your club member benefits, and the club is free. But you get extra discount, loyalty points, and on a basket spend over £35, you get free shipping. If you're not a club member, it's free shipping over £50. So because it's not costing you anything, why would you not? Because we're giving you money off, cash back, and then free shipping over £35. If you would prefer to shop directly on the website, you can do that. Just find the Watch Live button, click play, and as soon as that show starts streaming, you'll see all the products in that show down the right-hand side of your screen. You simply select the ones that you wish to purchase, and they will appear as a little red shopping bag at the top of your screen. So when you're ready to log in and check out, you're going to click that button and that little bag, and that will take you through that process as well. Now, you can shop ahead. You can literally, excuse me, go on to highlightcrafts.com, shop today's deals, which is a banner on the home screen, and it will open up all the deals in all the shows. And you're not going to want to miss any of them today, because we've got lots of goodies for you.
We do. We do.
But we're starting with this, and everybody in this building wants these moulds, David.
They do,
so
because
you're
they're
going to have to be quick. How beautiful are these? So we're going to start with Shop. Is that Camilla?
This one here for you is Shop Camilla.
Shop Camilla. It is $29.99 for the mould. Then you'll get your club discount and your points back. But how stunningly beautiful is that?
This selection of moulds is the most beautiful,
Absolutely.
the most versatile, the most cost-effective, and the most beautiful design mould I have ever worked with. We've shared with you here numerous moulds, whether they're your coaster shapes, whether they're singular embellishments. These are artistry, scene building mouldings, okay? Now this means you can do cake decorating, you can do canvases, you can do large scale pieces, small scale ones as well for card fronts, and maybe smaller apertures and things like that. But this is where you become a complete designer. This mould that we're starting with here, which is your Camilla, is built up from lots of different elements. Now, it's at a great price for you today, because you only ever need to buy a mould once when you buy a mould. You may look at the price of a mould and go, oh, right, okay, then it makes this many pieces forever, okay? So when you're actually working with it, the second you demold, you refill it. It constantly provides more and more creativity for you. Now, the mold in hand at the moment is this one right here, which is your Camilla. It is beautiful. The extra large, exaggerated floral here in the center, with your foliage, all of your stems, along with the buds and the smaller flowers as well. You're getting all of those elements on here. It is astounding.
It's beautiful. And a mould is a tool. So you're going to keep it forever. Look after it, it will last you a lifetime. So it's a one-off purchase for these moulds, which makes them really economical. Because you imagine you use that 100 times, it's cost you pennies per piece, hasn't it?
Oh, well, I think we've done
amazing.
about 30 castings, if not more, with
Yep.
these since we've had them within our stock here at Highlight Crafts, and they look like they still look brand new.
Yeah.
Because the resin cast that I've been using in them, it all comes out of the mould. So you can use these for loads of different surfaces, whether it's your epoxy resin we had on yesterday, candle making for wax melts, if you want to fill them with soaps, all that sort of stuff, you can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. So Shop Camilla will get you that mould. Now the next one, which the details will be coming onto your screen shortly, is the Magnolia.
Oh, the Magnolia.
I have to have this. I've got a very special place in my heart for magnolias, as most of you know. So this is absolutely going to go in my basket. Shop Magnolia, $27.99. How stunningly beautiful is this? I'm going to do them around my mirror.
You have to. They're incredible.
I don't know when, but I am going to do them
You're
around
gonna
my
do
mirror.
it.
Yeah, I am.
It has to be done because these moulds, they're just incredible. Now with the Magnolia, you can see again you've got the buds with the main floral element, with the stems and travelling through. Now I have also intertwined the blossom mould with this alongside it. And this here is the mould in question. This is the one that we're talking about right now. This here is your Magnolia. It's easy release, they're fully flexible, they're fully silicone as well. High detail on these moulds, which means, I know, isn't it just, it's just so easy to work with, and they withstand different temperatures too. So of course, when you're washing them, good to go. But all of this I've gilded and then brought out all the detail with wax. Now that detail is so important in a mould. If it's not precise, it completely gets rid of the illusion, the effect. It's like, for example, in garden centres, they sell like concrete structures of like Pandora and things like that. You can tell when there's a good one and when the mould is soft because it rounds all of the features and it looks cheap. With this, they look polished.
Absolutely.
You can see how defined all of that detail is on every single square millimetre of that mould.
And the resin cast isn't particularly heavy, so you could take a single flower with a little bit of a bud and a stem and put it on a card front.
Oh, on a card front, they look great.
This
I've got some
doesn't have
for cards.
to be mixed media. This can be your home decor, could put it in a scrapbook page, all of those different things. I love these moulds. I think these are my favourite ones we've ever brought you.
Oh, me too.
They're absolutely
when we've bought you lots of moulds, but I have favourite ones for different reasons. For ones such as candles, I've got my favourite candle moulds. But these for surface design are the best moulds we have ever done. We've never done anything actually quite like this.
No.
We've done ones that serve a purpose in terms of being a candle or an ornament, or maybe it's going to be a block of soap. But to actually create surface pattern and artistry panels, we've never done anything.
They're beautiful, aren't they? You imagine making and selling those.
Oh my God, just imagine your home filled with them. I want these like going up my stairs.
I know, they're gorgeous, aren't they?
I've done them in black and gold because it's one of the most appealing but also one of the most striking colour contrasts to share with you on through the camera. And that's always something we have to be cautious of here, is to make sure you can see the quality to its finest. But you could do these in any colours you want. You could do it all white and airbrush it.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, airbrush to be lovely.
Oh, I'm going to have a go at it.
Oh, you know.
I've already done one. I know.
Right, next one is Shop Cherry. This is lovely. I mean, I need all four, I'm not going to lie.
This is huge, this one.
I'm not going to lie to you, I need them all.
The entire mould is filled with stems of cherry blossom. Now I've also intertwined that in with the Magnolia. So you can see here with the Magnolia mould, you've then got the cherry blossoms actually coming out of it, and it works together really well. It creates a fabulous style pattern. I've just used marble spray and a gessoed canvas for this one, so super simple but effective. In there, tons of embellishment, but loads of foliage as well to mix with the other flowers, so you can use all three moulds in one project.
It's brilliant, isn't it? I just think it's absolutely delightful. Just go out and buy inexpensive picture frames.
Yeah.
You know, and decorate them up.
That's all you need.
They're absolutely beautiful. Right, next is your bees. I adore this.
The bumblebee bees.
Absolutely adore this. Shop B, $24.99 is going to get you all four of these. I mean, these on a card. So a little bee painted up. Then you're going to put mat and layer it a couple of times. Be yourself. Be happy. All of those funny little sentiments that we can put on. Absolutely stunning.
You can see just adding a little token, just a little bee, just in the corner of a project like that. How cute is it? And again, these on card fronts are going to look wonderful, but also maybe you want to set findings in the back for jewellery pieces, as a pendant,
absolutely.
bracelet, keyring charms, all of that. You can make them double backed, so they can be three-dimensional if you want them to be. You've got the sister bees just here as well, where they're sort of reflecting from one another, so you can back them against each other, so you make a full rounded one.
Love that.
They're really detailed as well, and also different sizes, so they work great for a bigger project or a smaller project.
Fantastic. Right, so if you want that one, shop B, $24.99. Let's say good morning to a few of you, because you're all starting to join us now. Good morning to Nuala. How do I order these, please? Do you have a website? Right, Nuala, all you need to do, my lovely, if you haven't watched us before, is type shop and then the code into the comments underneath the video, and that will put it into a basket for you. Then you'll get a message to your inbox, and in that message there's a link that will take you to the website. The one thing I want you to do, please, though, before you shop, is open an account with us, because it will automatically make you a club member, and as a tier 1 club member you will get another 5% off. You'll then get points back, and on a basket spend over £35 after your discounts, you will get free shipping. So Nuala, welcome.
Welcome
to Highlight Crafts. It's lovely to have some newbies. We have a fabulous community that we're bringing, and everybody is really kind to each other, so I'm sure they'll all be welcoming you in the comments. But that's how you shop. So literally the code that you see on your screen in that little box, shop, and then just type that into the comments underneath the video. So welcome. It's lovely to have your company. We've got Darren with us, Amanda, Michelle, Nuala, Wendy Corbett. We've got Sewing Reno Patchwork Guy. Question, can you use the Cadence marble sprays onto fabric? And can I say a big thank you to Highlight Crafts team for making the craft industry bigger and better, from Alan. Yes, you can. Thank you very much.
Oh, fabulous. Marble spray, absolutely you can use on fabric. It's not suggested for use for machine washing. You can hand wash it. I am alternatively though going to say I have marble spray t-shirts and it's never come off.
Okay.
But it does say as a rule of thumb that it's not designed for machine washing, but it's entirely up to you. You could try heat setting it and you might get a better result.
Yep.
But for decorative purposes, absolutely fine.
Lovely. We're going to say good morning to Stephanie Best. Hi,
good
Stephanie.
Morning, Stephanie.
Wendy's with us, Fran, Mitch, Pam. We've got a different Pam, Rachel. Gosh, they're moving too fast. I can't keep up with them. Anne. Right. I know. We've got Cam with us this morning, Daphne, Lynn. Oh my goodness, I can't keep up. Good morning to all of you, because you know it's a fabulous opportunity for us every day to come in here and spend time with you, and thank you for inviting us into your homes, because we really do appreciate it.
Yeah, we're having a good look round.
We are, yeah, we are. Yeah, see, you sat there in your pyjamas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, it's 10 past 8.
Your breakfast.
I stay in my pyjamas all day if I'm not going out.
What a pyjama day.
For?
Pyjama day on the sofa with your dressing gown with a bowl of soup. I feel like you start to make yourself feel poorly though. It's like, am I off sick?
Right, let's talk about the marble spray next, shall we? And then we'll quickly recap through the moulds, because I know there's a lot of you joining us at the moment. So Shop Silver will get you the silver marble spray.
Absolutely, will do.
This product is amazing. It's like silly string, but for craft.
It just disperses so evenly, so naturally from the can. It will go onto multiple surfaces, glassware, ceramics, card, whether you're going to go onto fabric, as we said earlier, canvases. It's going to go onto resin as well, loads of different ones. But the silver is a wonderful striking colour against black. I did use gold in here, which is since sold out.
Of course it has.
But the silver one is still available, and of course gold and silver together, they're always the perfect combination for all of these elaborate style projects.
I actually think these would look nice, just white on white.
Oh, they would.
Wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would. Well, if you look
just
around at like, you know, sculptures or, you know, like ceiling roses and all those sort of features that you have in traditional homes, they are white.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, quick recap on the moulds. So, first one is Shop Magnolia. Shop Magnolia. We'll get you that one in your basket for $27.99. So literally type the code that's in bold font on your screen, and that's going to put it into a basket for you. Now, the sooner you check out your baskets, the sooner we can pick and pack these orders and get them shipped to you, because I imagine most of you will want to use these this weekend. I'm thinking that. I've actually got Sunday at home, and I'm not coming back on Monday till Monday evening, so I could.
You could.
I could do some.
You could do some. And you can, with the products we've got on the show, you can demold in an hour.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Right, so that's Shop Magnolia, $27.99. Remember, you get your club discount off that. Shop Camellia is the next one. That is gorgeous. I love that. I love the branch in that as well. Then the next one is going to be Shop Cherry. That's going to get you that one. And finally, Shop B. And those bees are absolutely gorgeous. I would do exactly that, put a brooch back on it and wear it.
Oh, these are brooches, these are pin
Gorgeous, aren't
badges,
they?
these are going to be used for loads. Imagine all of these as buttons.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cufflinks. You've got
Yep.
them as embellishments for so many different things, but they are, I mean, a bee symbolises many different things, but also they're wonderful to have around and being able to actually have them in your
The
creativity.
planet wouldn't exist without bees.
Oh,
Can I
our
just put
garden
that out there?
is filled with bees at the moment. I love it. It's
We have
amazing.
a massive, massive bush and it attracts all the bees.
Really?
And even now Alice calls it the buzzy tree.
The buzzy tree.
I'm going past the buzzy tree now. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Or you can do bzzz.
Brilliant. Yeah, that's all you
Like a
can
drone
hear.
flying over.
And it's right in front of my craft room, which is
Really?
lovely. Yeah, so I open the
Oh.
windows and can hear them all. Right, next. Now, this is a great
Yes.
chip, isn't it?
I know. So we've got a
Chip.
mixer.
I still have my mum's that they had for
Really?
the wedding present.
Wow.
And that would have been 70 years ago. They would have celebrated the
Oh
70th
my
wedding
gosh,
anniversary. I worked it
wow.
out the other day. I thought it was 68, but it wasn't. It was 70, so I still
Is it an
have
electric
hers.
one?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I
Be
know.
careful with that.
I will, yeah. Right, so this is great for your resin.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a general mixer. We are going to suggest that, of course, if you're using it for your resin, keep it for resin.
Absolutely.
The reason why we've managed to get a mixer in for these shows is that you're probably going to be doing a larger batch of resin to then be able to pour into all your multiple molds to set at once. Now, doing them all in individual cups is going to take more time. Do them in a larger pot and mix them with this.
Brilliant.
Now, when you're working with this, what I would suggest doing is pour your water in and your powder as you usually would. A gentle mix first with a spoon and then go in with this on the lowest setting, so it doesn't puther up.
Yeah,
Okay.
can you imagine?
Otherwise it'd be like, do you remember when we did that video when you had all the strawberries and the cream and everything that were flying for the birthday a couple of years ago? It'd be like that. So with this, you can use it, of course, for domestic food craft or for your resin
Perfect.
craft.
Shop makes $29.99.
Yeah.
Right, waxes now, finger waxes.
Yes.
These are fabulous, aren't they? So is this a bundle of three?
Yes, there's
Okay.
two sets of three.
So Shop Classic is going to get me which colours, please?
So in the classic one at the top here, you've got your royal gold or your rich gold. You also inside here have your wonderful antique pink, and you also have your pearl. Okay, so those are your three top sets. A wonderful soft set to go together. Going to work really well for your cherry blossom, and then for adding accents, and then for picking out some glossy detail with your pearl.
Okay, so all three, $22.49, and these are water-based, so you can mix them and paint with them as well. So if you wanted to get into that fine detail, you could do that as well. Next one, coming onto screen, is Shop Nature. I love this one. I like the blue and the green in this.
This is a wonderful set. It's like an apple green you've got in here. Well, in fact, the colour is apple green.
Is, yeah.
And you've got your Mediterranean sky, and you've got your jet black as well. Now, the black works really well for adding depth and detail to your moulds. Think about that, adding all of that detail in there. These are the waxes that are going to do it. All three of those for you, just $22.49. Shop Nature for those wonderful set. Also, you might be thinking the surfaces I've worked onto, this canvas that we have here, this oval canvas, we don't have many of them. So if you do want to get one of these canvases, you've got to be quick, okay? We've got a handful. And this oval canvas, I've loved working with this. It's my favourite size. It's a really wonderful shape. It's also incredibly unique, and I hadn't had one of these in my stash. We do have it here on the show. So I'm just going to grab it because they're going to go. There isn't many at all.
Absolutely.
And this one here for you, it's a great size. I'm going to say it's almost A3 in height, but as a wall hanging piece.
Beautiful.
It's on a stretched wooden frame as well. It's $12.99.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely fabulous. I love that.
Yeah.
Because it almost looks like a mirror shape.
Well, it goes from that to that.
To that. I know. And easily as well, right?
Absolutely. So Shop Oval, $12.99. Yeah, I was overly excited about that one. That was a well-rounded joke. I thought I was shaping up.
You finished?
I'm starting to mould. Let's move on.
I think moved on there. Right, I was just leaving you to it. I was like, come on, how many more are you going to come out with? Right, spreaders next. These are great, aren't they? Scraper set.
Absolutely. So it's a multi-set inside here. This here for you is a set including different sizes for different applications. Now, the beauty in the process of this is fill your moulds. It doesn't matter if you get overspill, and then you scrape it back, and it gives you an even coverage. So it's like you're screen printing, but you're taking off the surface. These scrapers are fundamental within filling these moulds. You absolutely need them. Using a piece of card doesn't stand the test of time. You need a proper scraper to do it.
And they're $3.99.
Yeah.
That might be the thing that gets you over that
$3.99?
That's what it says on
Oh
the screen.
my gosh, yeah,
$3.99.
$3.99.
Scraper, $3.99. Right, now then, paints next.
paints. We've got 3 different sets for you, all in 3s as well. Now we're starting off at the top one here. These are your Cadence Dora Hybrid Metallics. Now the prices come right down on these. It's unbelievable. It's the lowest price we have done these on. I know, you're getting a set of 3 of them. You've got your antique pink, you've got your green and your pale in here. All 90mm pots. Hybrid, every surface, every project. It fits the brief for everything.
Got £23 saving.
I know. It's just bonkers.
Blinking heck. Okay, yeah. Shop and then the word 1, $14.99. Yeah. Right, the next set is going to give you shop and then the word 2.
Uh-huh. A dark orchid, anthracite, and your blue. I know. Dark orchid on your magnolias is going to look crazy. Yeah, bit of gold wax over the top.
Oh,
yep.
Shop and then the word 2, $14.99, and then your bottom row is essential, isn't it? Especially with Christmas coming up.
Yes.
This is shop and then the word 3, and you're going to get your silver, gold, and
you're also
bronze.
Going to get your bronze, yeah.
How beautiful are those? Get those, stock up on those while we've got them on a deal. Right, palette knives,
yes.
And then I think and the waxes, and then I think we'll go to demo.
Absolutely.
We'll come back to the airbrush when you're using it.
100%. Oh, there is. I did also forget. I wanted to mention the resin.
Oh yes, sorry.
Resin.
Let's go to the end. Yes,
sorry.
Of course.
This is on a crazy deal for you today, and we've done a bundle in a configuration of a price that I don't think we've ever shared on a show before with these 2 products in there. You're going to get the black and the white. And the price that we've got it at today means that you're only paying $4.99 for one of them.
Wow.
I know. So they're usually $29.99 a pack, so you would just pay under £60 for 2 of them usually. But we've put the black and white one together for you, which means you can do your statement pieces and you can do your porcelain effect pieces with both products in one bundle. But you're paying for one and you're paying just $4.99 for the other.
Perfect. That is shop mono, $34.99. It should be $59.98.
It should.
So you're getting a great saving, aren't you?
It's crazy.
Right, my lovely. Shall we do the palette knives?
Yes, okay,
let's have a look
do
at
it.
These.
So with your palette knives, you've got a full set in here, 5-piece kit. It gives you different lengths, different widths. Now, all different techniques can be utilised, whether it's mixing, spreading, whether it's going to be going across your moulds. When you're applying your medium into the moulds, such as your resin, it's ideal to use a pipette and a palette knife. That's going to give you it smoothed down, but then you want to scrape across the whole thing with your scrapers. Also, every crafter needs palette knives.
Absolutely.
Whether you're going through stencils, you need a palette knife. If you're working with waxes, you need a palette knife. If you're spreading adhesive, a palette knife. Capella paste, the lot. Even if you're mixing 2 colours of paint together, don't use a brush, use a palette knife. So these are the ones to go for.
We have a question from Rachel. If the marble spray got onto something it shouldn't, will it come off easily?
If you've got marble spray onto something it shouldn't, it depends on what that shouldn't surface is.
It does, yes.
So for example, my boots, it hasn't come off those, but it shouldn't have gone on them. So that's one that I struggled to get it off. But if it's something like a tabletop, like this, okay, so it's a kitchen work surface, tabletop, or something slick, use something like a hand sanitizer or a gentle stain remover and it will release it for you.
Oh, listen to this. Alison Stone, this is the cutest thing ever. Love the bees. My granddaughter has been known as Bee since she was born. Her twin was Baby A and she was Baby B.
Oh, Baby B.
Baby A and Baby B. Isn't that the cutest little thing ever?
That's
I love
super
that.
Cute. Oh.
Right. Something you might not expect to find on a resin show.
Yes.
It's floristry wire.
Floristry wire is incredibly important within this process, and there's a very good reason as to why. And I'm going to share with you an example of how it's being used and the way that it works, okay? What you do with your moulds is in the areas where they're channels, so you've got stems, you can fill them with wire. Now, I would suggest always doing this where it's the fine areas, because what will happen is when you then demold it, it all stays together. Now, you can see I've got a slight gradient of coloration on there from the paper within the wire. That's fine. You can remove the paper if you want to, but it means that even if this cracks, if I crack that there, look, it'll never break off.
Wow.
So the resin might cracked, but it will never break away. So we'll always keep it. And the reason why I did that is because I've seen a lot of people working with concrete and they put rebar in there and they create, the grids, and it means that I've seen a lot of people making kitchen counters out of concrete and they lay the steel poles in it and things like that. Well, this is kind of like that, but on a smaller scale. You're adding that integrity and strength, so it's got a backbone. Like when they make ceiling roses and big plaster castings, they put layers of hessian in there, they put plastic strips in there, they put dowels in it. It gives it integrity and strength, but with flex.
Absolutely.
And that's what's important. And that means that this can then be overhanging the edge of your canvas or the edge of the piece of furniture, and it will still stand the test of time and not crack.
Brilliant that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brilliant idea. Shot wire, $4.99. I think you get 20 in there, don't you?
You do get 20 pieces, and it's the fine gauge wire, which means it's super flexible, and it is wrapped in paper, so it does grip to the resin really well. If it's super smooth wire, you'll be able to slide that piece of resin off it when it's set.
Yes.
It forms like a little bit of a outer casing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, wax is next. Let's do this and then we'll go
Yes.
into a demo for you so you can see how these moulds come to life. Shop Vintage is going to get you all four of these. Wow, all four of these
Yeah.
for $27.79. I know I sound like I'm surprised because when we used to do all the Post-it notes, we used to know the prices.
Yes.
Now we come in here and I purposely don't look because I want to genuinely see what the prices are like. That's amazing.
It's an incredible price. These are a superior finishing wax for not only embellishments, but they're actually designed for furniture. Now, both of those canvas projects I've done there were utilising this wax. So I used the black wax here, okay, and then you wipe it away. And what it does is it actually grips to any porous surface or anywhere it can find with a key, so it will grab to it, and it seals it, but it also creates that antiquing effect. If you've got a raw wood piece of furniture as well, so if it's pine or anything that's not got a varnish or sealant on there, it will fully seal it in whichever tone you've wished to use for 6 months, and then you reapply. Okay, once the wood has fully absorbed it, and of course it becomes slightly rough again, you reapply your wax just with cut and use sponge. The clear you can tint with paint as well, so you can make a tinted coloured wax. Also, the process for this is you add a colour. Once it's all in place, you use the transparent to take it off.
Yes.
There's loads of techniques to be explored. We've done separation paint with this, where you put down your paint, wax, another paint, and it forms like that filling in the sandwich, so both the bread slices can slip, and you can take the paint off the top to create a chipped peel effect. There is tons you can do with it. It's not just a wax, it's a multi-tool.
Absolutely. So Shop Vintage, $27.79 before your club discount. Right, my lovely.
So get ready.
Yes? Do you want
Okay.
me to do anything else while you're getting ready, or are you good?
Just like a backflip.
Yeah, not today, maybe tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow. I used to be really good at headstands, you know. I could stand on my head for hours.
I thought you were going to say backflips.
No, but I was really good at cartwheels and handstands.
Right.
I used to literally walk around the garden on my hands when I was a kid.
Really?
I know, yeah.
What?
I know,
Why
right?
don't you do that now?
Well, because I'm 56, love, not 6. It's like half a century difference there, kid. Right, let's have a look at this in
So when you're
practice.
actually making up your resin, okay, I'm using the resin cast, which is a water-based medium, so all you need to do is add water, and I'm just going to do one mix because I think it'd be nice to share with you the techniques and the aftermath after it has been mixed. So I'm just going to pop my scale on, pop my cup on here, and I'm going to turn it around so everyone at home can see the units we're working in. We're working in grams, and I'm going to set it back to 0. And as a rule of thumb, which is also cleared up on the back of the packaging as well of the bag, is that you add 100 grams of resin cast powder. Now I'm only going to do a small mix of this, but use 100 grams of resin cast powder, and then use 35 grams of water. Okay, you can measure your water in millilitres or grams. It's entirely up to you. It works out the same. Oh, there we go, 100. So we've got 100 grams, and then we're just going to set that back to 0, and we're going to add 35 grams of our water now. Okay. So really quick, easy formulation. You don't need protective wear. It's got no odour to it at all. It's super safe for all of the family to use. Just, of course, don't use it in a drafty area where all of the powder is going to blow around before you've mixed it. And I would just protect any surfaces, like I've done here with a polythene sheet. But if you do get it onto a table, it does ping off. It's really easy to release it from different areas. Now, I'm going to start to mix it thoroughly like this. Okay, and it takes about 30 seconds to fully mix. And once all the lumps have gone, it's pretty much ready to go. And you have about 5 to 8 minutes of working time with this before it will start to cure, because you can demold in an hour.
Yes.
So if you think about it, an hour is not long for resin to set. So you can imagine after about 5 minutes, it's going to start to have some sort of reaction in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we've got that pretty well mixed now. You can always feel at the bottom of the cup, just make sure all of that powder has fully separated. Now your mould, this one here has been used numerous times. You can still see how clean it is. I'm going to take some of that floristry wire that we've got here. You can see it's really easy to sculpt a mould with your finger and thumb, so you can shape it into whatever angle it needs to go. Now, when you're wiring your mould, you don't need to wire the whole thing. It's just singular offshoots. So where I've got this bloom here, I'm just going to take my cutters, and I would just lay from this main stem here into that floral there. So I know that that section isn't going to break. Don't need to put any wire structure inside the rest of there.
Okay.
And then again, just
Pauline
in here.
has a question, please, David.
Oh,
Are
hi,
paper
Pauline.
cups better for mixing than plastic?
I tend to try and use paper for everything if I can do. It's just more environmentally friendly. It's easier to recycle because with these particular type of drinking cups, they've got like a wax lining into them, which means that when you pop them after it's dry, it all flakes out into the bin and then this can be recycled. So to answer that question properly, I would say that unless you're thoroughly cleaning out the cup every time and you're not chucking it in the bin, I would always use paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just better.
There you go.
They're trying to remove all of the plastic cups anyway, I guess, these days. So whatever suits you, really. But I tend to find that that works well.
It doesn't make any difference to mixing it, though.
Oh, absolutely not.
No.
You could do it in an old yogurt pot if you wanted to.
Yeah, great.
So what I'm going to do is just take a few more stems of this wire. There we go. And look at that. It's really easy to place in the little channels. So for this one here, I'm just going to curl that around and that's going to go inside there like that. Now, when you start to fill your moulds, we've got our scrapers on the show, which are really, really important. So with your scraper, you're going to have this to stand by. And also a pipette is really useful. So when you're filling these finer areas, if you use a pipette, okay, and pipettes, we've got them, I think we've still got them on the website as well, but they do come with the resin kit that we had on yesterday, and I know lots of you got that, but this is a little tip for you, to start to squeeze them into all those finer areas like that, and it will fill it up really, really easily, and it coats underneath and on top of that wire, just like this.
Also helps to give you a cleaner image, doesn't it? So you don't have to
absolutely.
start pulling bits off at
Well,
the
you're not
end.
wasting any resin at all. It's all going into the exact correct areas. So you can see here all the way around like that. And then what I do is I only do it in these finer areas. So I could go just into that bud and then follow all of the stems like this. Okay. All the way around there.
This looks really relaxing, David, I'm not going to lie.
It's incredibly relaxing, but what's
it.
even more relaxing is that then you've got the perfect mould which doesn't go brittle, it doesn't crumble on you, and also because this resin is strong, but on a fine stem like this, if you put a bit of pressure on it as you're demoulding it, it's going to break. Okay, it would do even if you'd use clay. So this is the way to really add that strength, but what's more satisfying or relaxing is then being able to decorate it afterwards. It's just wonderful.
Sam's just popped the details for this mould onto your screen. Shop Magnolia, $27.99. Alison Stone says, is the resin light enough to put onto cards, which is what I do most? I am buying the bees and would like to make them to add dimension.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's not heavy, is it?
No, not at all. It's when I say the weight of it, it has a form of weight to it, but not heavy.
Gosh, no, that's really light.
It will go on a card easily.
Yeah, your bees.
Well, let's weigh it. So I've got my grams here.
Yeah, your bee. If you put that on there, I mean, it's very light.
2 grams is the bee.
There you are. Let's try that flower.
And the large Camilla is
this
39 grams.
Right.
It's a couple of teaspoons of sugar, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So it doesn't weigh much at all.
So I hope that answers your question, Alison. Yes, I would absolutely say 95% of Camilla is now allocated and in people's baskets.
Wow, okay.
And half of the bees is allocated as well. So if you want these moulds, you need to be popping them into your baskets and then make sure that you're checking out so nobody comes along and steals it. Okay, can we just have a look at Deborah Dubman's comment, Sam, and just check that out, please?
So when you filled this, what I would then do is, as I started there, was go around filling all of the sections. But to alternatively show you another mould where you won't necessarily need to use wire, because these stems here are shorter, so I'm not using wire in these ones, okay? They're fine to come out. But what you're going to do is then fill it like this. And if you do get a little bit on the sides and you get a little bit over, don't worry about it. I'm just going to fill all the way around here. Let's fill this one here as well. You're then going to use that scraper. And some sections I only fill flowers, sometimes I do the whole thing, and then you use this scraper here and it's going to completely take off the top layer, but then you've got all of this, which you will then infill in the rest of it, okay? So keep working in, and look at all of that resin I've got there, scrape it back, and do it until the mould almost becomes clean surface.
Okay.
Look at that. It's filling that entire mould perfectly.
Fabulous.
All of this here, any additional one, that's going to now fill that leaf. So that's going to go in there for us. And you'd be surprised at how far this actually goes. It goes a very long way. Now,
it's very economical, isn't it?
Oh, very. Any excess, just pop it back on the mould like that. And then again, just a single gentle, I'm only just using really the weight of the scraper with a little bit of pressure from my fingers to now clean the excess of that up. And then use your palette knife, just to take that into a cup like this.
Wonderful.
So simple and easy to do.
That is.
Just wipe everything clean.
Absolutely. And
With a
it's
bit
not
of tissue.
messy either, doing it like that, is
Oh,
it?
no, it's not. Absolutely not. So that there, then you would leave that for about an hour to demold, okay? So you just want to wipe around your edges, make sure you get any additional resin, and you can leave that for about an hour to demold. So I'm just going to pop that over there.
That's
like
fabulous,
that.
an hour.
I know. So then what you do, the best way to demold these as well, I'm going to pop my scraper in there, just pop that now to one side out of the way. There we go. And pop that in the bin. And then...
Right, this is now limited stock.
Oh, okay.
So if you want this, you're going to have to be quick now. I just want to give you a quick reminder, these products are not yours until you check them out. So it's like walking around your supermarket with a trolley. Those items aren't yours until you've gone through checkout and paid for them. And somebody can come along and pinch it out your basket. So if you want these moulds now, that's limited stock, please, please, please make sure you're checking out your baskets. Don't want anyone to miss out.
So I'm just going to clear the decks a little bit, make sure I get anything off of there. Now what I've then done is I sat this to dry on a hard surface. I actually use my die cutting plate, okay? Yep. And then what you want to do is put your other plate over the top like this, okay? Turn it around, okay? Super easy like that. And then with your mould, just tease it, and look, it just will literally...
Right, can I... Oh, yeah, I'll let you do that. That'll cut that.
And then you have got...
Look at that.
Your casting. Now
wow.
You can see how those stems are vital. That little bit of wire there is vital in keeping this in tip-top condition, and then we're going to paint it.
Annette, the code for the scrapers is Shop Scraper, and they're $3.99. Absolutely. Anybody buying moulds, anybody that's bought resin, needs to put those in. They're $3.99. Now, I just need to recap on these waxes because, Deborah, thank you very much for pointing this out. We had the wrong combination. So your first set is Shop Classic. You're going to get the gold, the black, and the white. So that's Shop Classic $22.49. Your bottom row is your green, your apple green, your Mediterranean sky, and your antique pink. Thank you very much for pointing that out. So hopefully now you can get those into your basket. Right, I'm going to do a really quick recap on these moulds while David's just resetting. I'm just going to move this out of the way because I can't reach them. This one is now completely allocated. That's the one that you've just seen David use. That is... No? No. Shop Camellia? Camellia is the... No, this is Magnolia. Sorry. That for me looks like a magnolia.
That one is Magnolia.
That is Magnolia. Yes. Sorry. Oh. Do you know, I've got 5 hours today in a class. Can you imagine what 6 o'clock is going to be like? You need to tune in because it'll be hilarious. So this one is Shop Magnolia, and this is $27.99. I love that. But then I also love this too. This is your Shop Camellia, completely allocated now. This one is your Blossom or Shop Cherry. So you're going to get that one for $27.99. And then all 4 of these Bs here, you're going to get Shop B, $24.99. Right, are you ready, David?
Yeah, I think so.
Good lad.
Right, okay, so what I've then done is, here is one of the camellias.
I can't remember, honestly.
So we've got one of those, and then what I'm going to do is just quickly show you what I did with it. I actually painted it with the Metal Leaf Mixion. Now this we are just awaiting for it to come back in. It has just sold out, I know, but we do have the Metal Leaf on the show, so I wanted to quickly show you how easy they are to gild.
But it's sold out, so a lot of people might have it. I have a question from Karen. Could you
Karen.
use air dry clay, and would it decant as easily?
Yes, you can use air dry clay. I would suggest using something like, what's the paper clay? The really light one that literally feels like you're holding a piece of tissue.
Yes, absolutely.
I would definitely use that one. With air drying clay, such as like the Primo one or the Grog clay, it would be too brittle. It would be too brittle for something like that. You might get away with it with something like a Sculpey. That would be fine. But the rest of them, I would say, can be a little bit brittle, especially when they're the natural clays, like the Grog clays. They would just
I have a question following on from that. For me, would you still put the wire in if you were using paper clay?
Paper clay, you probably wouldn't need to. I don't think you'd need to because it doesn't crack this. It kind of has a flex to it when it comes out. You could try it though. I don't think there's anything wrong with trying it. You could definitely give it a go.
Amanda and Pam, yours, if your screen's freezing, it's not on our end. So it might be something that you need to reboot or switch off and switch on again.
Okay, so what I've done here, yes, definitely have a bit of a reboot at home.
And the code for scrapers has an S on the end, so shop scrapers, that's my bad, didn't tell you. Lynn's having the same problem, and Daphne. Yeah, it's definitely not our end because I can see the screen now. Clearly, I'm watching David as we go. Did you just hit Hannah on the camera? Did
I just
you?
hit
That's
Hannah.
hilarious.
I'm so sorry, Hannah.
Carol says it's been like that all week, not here. So you need to just check out what's going on with your internet connection or whatever it is. Yeah.
Check your service provider and the locality.
There you are. Check your service provider and the locality.
Oh.
See, Anna has all the technical terms. I'm just like switch it on and switch it off again. Switch it off and switch it on again.
I go over it and give it a kick. Yeah, just double check all of that. So I've just gilded the camellia there. And then I've got all these additional elements. I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to gild these and actually antique them. And then we're going to build them up onto that project together.
These.
So with this wax, this is how important and how incredible this stuff is. I love it to bits. You get absolutely tons in here, okay? There is loads to work with. I don't think you'll ever find yourself getting through it in the next 5 years. Honestly, it goes so far. I've had this one for a very long time. So you take a small amount of it like this, and you're literally going to go over the entire mould. It looks like you're destroying it, okay? You're going to go right in there into all of that mould, okay? Just with a brush. Anybody can do this, absolutely anybody. So you're going to take that brush into all of the indentations. Cut and use is a brilliant paint applicator, but it's very dense. So you want to use a very cheap and inexpensive sponge for this part. Little spritz with water, take off any major excess, and just start to go over the top of it like this. Okay.
Sharon, the code for the palette knives is sharp palette. Is it, Sam? I'll pop it on your screen for you. Yep, sharp pallets. That will get you those. It could be the weather causing the problems. Marina says her screen's been fine all week, so it could be the weather. And Carol Lewis says probably atmospherics. There you go.
And then you get this.
Wow.
So you go from
Look
a magnolia
at that.
or a camellia to that.
So you're getting mixed up now, aren't you? I know, it's like, all these beautiful flowers.
So really quick and easy. Again, straight in there with all of the wax, going into all the indentations. Now, when you're gilding it, when you're actually working with it and you can see white, because sometimes with metal leaf sheet, as it goes onto an indentation surface, it will crack, okay, because it doesn't stretch. And that's actually a really key advantage for us right now, because then any areas of plaster that are showing or resin that are showing, the wax will adhere to and then fill that area. So it's a very forgiving process. You can't go wrong with it. And with antiquing, you're building up aging, you're building up weathered look and feel, and you're also creating an authentic feel.
I need to just tell you that the bees are now fully allocated as well. So congratulations if you got those. I know I'm going to be that annoying presenter. Don't forget to check out your baskets because somebody can come along and pinch it. Lynn Algin says, wow, wow, wow. I know. I know, Lynn. Honestly, amazing, right?
So it will just wash off your hands as well really easily.
Yeah,
Don't worry, it's fully water-based.
Yeah.
It's not like acrylic at all. It will just wash off. It's like you've got watercolour paint on you. It's so easy to get off. But once it is set, you can still gloss it if you want to. But look at that. You're creating.
Stunning, isn't
and
it?
it's so easy. It's gilding made incredibly easy. So just gently over the top of your finer stems like that.
Oh, I might have to make a brooch out of that and aquastone it.
I think so. That is a brooch. That's gorgeous.
Wouldn't it?
It's amazing. I absolutely love them. Would you know when you have a craft product that you just become a little bit obsessed with?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
9.5 years, love a scan
Yeah.
cut. Yeah, I do know
That's
that
the
feeling.
one.
But I've got a new obsession this morning.
Oh.
And it's not something that I ever thought I would become obsessed by, but I am.
You finally caved into me.
Well, there's something that's telling me that I might be really disappointed. And so
I don't know, Mel.
I'm just, I think I might be barking up the wrong tree. Julie says my internet connection is ridiculously bad. Makes me so frustrated. I know. But you know what? If you can't change it, there's no point getting frustrated about it, is there?
Absolutely. It'll come back.
It'll come back.
Right, so we've done that. Now we need to grab our canvas and we're going to stick it all together, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to marble spray our oval, okay? So we're going to give this a good spritz, okay? So straight onto the surface, we've got the silver and the black for you. Use a contrasting colour, of course. When you hold this, you want to have it so that you're... So prepare the area. Make sure your camera operative is standing back.
Yes.
There we go.
There you are.
So all over the surface. It takes less than a minute to dry,
I
but you
love
can
that
quickly
product.
blast, just like that. And then our gold leaf goes everywhere. And then what we're going to do is, here are some that I've also gilded, and we can start to then build up our design.
Wow.
Okay, so we can start to put it together. Now I'm going to use hot glue to put all of mine together. I'm going to use glittery glue to put all of this together. So start to build up your design and play with it. I'm using all of them here.
I just want to give out a shout out to Elaine. Morning all, just woke up after surgery on my knee. Well, we're sending you all our love, Elaine, and I hope you get much, much better soon. So thank you for joining us. Can you imagine sat in a hospital bed? What a great way to spend your time in a miserable situation, isn't it? It's out there watching us.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're sending you love. I've just trimmed off the edge of that mould because I thought it would look nicer just attached to there.
Love that.
Then you've got all the buds. Now again, you've got these singular stems, so find a slot for those to go in. Position your flowers how they would naturally go.
Look at that.
And let's put that bud maybe in there. We've then got a leaf to go there, and then I think we need a leaf just there. So then we have got our canvas. Then all you need to do is glue it in place. So I'm going to take hot glue.
So Sue's asked me the question that I knew was going to happen. So, what are you obsessed with, Mel?
Are we allowed to say?
Well, I'm
Is there
saying it
some-
now. I'm
Go
putting
on.
it out there right now. I'm just going to say 2 Red Robins meets Diamond Art.
Oh.
And it's on at 11 o'clock.
So today all will be revealed, right?
Oh, absolutely.
We've had a lot of questions on social.
Have we? Good.
They like that video of you and Stephanie.
Do they?
Whiteboard standing up.
Yes, I was very intrigued.
Lightboard. Get everything everything that you need.
What does that come
Just
with
add,
it?
yeah,
What?
yes.
Oh my goodness! And I've seen the
And-
price.
You can also get 42 approximately, because I haven't counted every single one.
Are you joking?
42,000 little diamond, what do they call them? Drills, don't they? The little drills.
Little
And the
drills.
tools and the trays. Oh, it's very exciting.
It's incredibly exciting. I'm
very
really looking forward to that.
Wendy Cup says, Mel, I'm obsessed with chocolate. Yeah, welcome to my world.
I'm
I
obsessed
could literally eat my
with
body weight in
anything.
chocolate.
I go through phases, and right now I'm obsessed with lots of I love savoury at the minute, like cheese
Do you?
twists and pastries and.
Yeah, no, I
Oh
can't. I'm not.
gosh,
That's
I'm
not.
really savoury at the minute.
I'm not good at pastry.
So what I'm going to do?
Lorraine had keyhole surgery last week. She did the same. Sat in hospital watching us. I love that.
Oh,
Spread
I
the
hope you're
word.
okay. Lots of love.
Yeah, absolutely. We're sending all of you. Anybody that's not very well at the moment, we are wishing you a speedy recovery.
What's that
Our
there?
Stephanie's not very well either at the moment. She's got gout in her foot and double ear infection.
Yeah.
She can't hear anything except her own breathing.
I
Hoping
know,
it's going to be
right?
better.
Absolutely. There we go.
Wendy says, I have the light board you're having on the coming show, and I have to say it's brilliant. This is a smaller light board, Wendy, and it comes in the kit with the diamond art.
I
It's
think
amazing. And I never thought it would be for me, but my goodness me, it's lovely. David, that's beautiful.
Oh, I didn't glue that one down. I was thinking too that. I think there's one I've missed. I couldn't work out which one
brilliant.
it was.
Love that.
And there's only one way to find out.
Look at that.
There we are. I think I glued it down slightly different. I'm now finding that I want something there, but
Okay.
I'm not going to overdo it. I'm going to, but that.
I know, I love that, David. That's beautiful.
Look how easy it was.
Absolutely beautiful.
Then all you want to do once you've finished it, when you get to a stage like this, is then go back to that wax, and then where the black canvas that's gessoed meets the moulding, go in with a fine brush with that wax and infill any areas and wipe it back. And what that does is it creates the illusion of no separation layer, so
Yeah.
it looks like they're actually sculpted onto the canvas. It doesn't look like they're stuck down. So any areas, so if I tilt that up, I can see inside here I've got some white. You may not be able to see it, but I'm just going to go in and infill that
Yeah.
like this. And what that does is it disguises that, and it adds a professional touch, but it
Yeah.
also finishes it correctly.
Absolutely.
And you want to just spend a little bit of time going around and taking care of that. But these moulds are going to provide you with excellence in projects. They can provide you with professional results, ultra fine detail. They're going to give you exactly what you see here today. I've gilded these, you could paint them. I also used my airbrush tool, which we're going to do more of in the later show, because we do have this on again today. And this was done completely with the airbrush.
Everyone
So
says,
this one here, look at that.
Rita says, beautiful, David. Stunning, David, says Lynn. Mrs. H999, lovely art, David. Oh, that's nice with the airbrush. Oh, Ooh.
I know. So airbrush and gilding wax, this is what you need to have a go at.
Right.
So you can airbrush them, you could lay it onto a blank canvas and airbrush the whole thing together. It's so easy.
Can you show us that?
Yeah, do you want to quickly see
Yeah,
now?
really quick. We've
Really
got
quickly.
about 6 or 7 minutes left. Oh, 5 minutes.
Come on then.
Gosh,
Right,
I'm out.
so-
Oh, no.
So what we've got here is our airbrush, and then the inks I'm going to use for this one, I'm just going to
Sarah Jane says that would cost you an arm and a leg in the shops, especially if it was marble. Pam Bud says beautiful, David.
Sound like a little cow then, didn't it?
Oh gosh, Sue Turner says she's obsessed with sheds or workshops as my craft expands. Just built number 6.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, we need pictures.
We do need pictures.
Absolutely we do.
Wow.
That sounds amazing.
Imagine that. 6 craft sheds. That's
6
fabulous.
craft sheds.
Yeah.
In fact, I need
How
a
do you
pin.
choose which
I've
one?
got one in my top.
Are you all right, love?
Needed a pin. I always keep a pin in
I knew there was a reason you haven't got any wrinkles. You've tied it up at the back of your neck, haven't you?
I'm actually 95.
You are. A safety pin at the back.
Keeps your
Who's
top
a
in
talented
place.
chap then, says Mrs. H999. Do you know what, Mrs. H999? You could absolutely do this.
Oh, absolutely.
There's
you could.
honestly, mix the resin, pour it in the mould, demold it, mix the on it, gold leaf, brush off the excess, black wax.
Oh, indeed. Anyone can do this. It's so easy. It's achievable. It's fun. It's simplistic and it's effective. It allows you to actually delve into a different world of craft as well.
You're back on with this later, aren't you?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, right. Amanda Connolly is saying, can you demold the epoxy resin from yesterday so she can see it?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, I also have done the Christmas tree as well.
Oh,
I've
right.
demolded
Okay,
that one.
so we'll make sure that happens for you at 1 o'clock, Amanda.
There we go. So then you would go in with your darker colour.
Oh, I love that.
And then I went in with a deeper colour in the centre. So that was your first layer of this, okay? And then you want to start to build up your deeper, darker colours.
Wow.
I've got some more with me, in fact, actually.
Oh, I like the idea of doing it in colour.
I know.
With that as a brooch.
Oh, would look amazing.
Right.
You don't have to always use gilding. I like to play with the gilding and that sort of stuff.
Beautiful.
So that's now going to be a little bit darker for us. So then-
Oh, Carol Sparks has been in hospital for a month and watching you each day has kept me sane. Good. Get well soon, Carol. I hope you're out very, very soon.
Absolutely.
Sarah Jane says, gosh, do you live in a field if you have that much space?
I know, right? That's a lot of space. It sounds
It is,
amazing,
that's great.
though.
I
Very
love that.
fortunate
I know.
indeed.
Love that idea. Might come and visit. I can sleep in one of the sheds if you haven't got a spare room. I'll be quite happy crafting through the night.
So what I've done here, you can see we've got it like that.
Oh, that's lovely, David.
So you've got your airbrushed porcelain or your airbrushed resin, okay, and then you would go in with your deeper colours, so your waxes, and you would start to build up details. So you could use your furniture wax, okay. I've got some ultra fine brushes like this, and you start to go in and you pick out fine detail, okay. And that's exactly what I've done with this, and you kind of smoke it out a little bit, okay. So using a combination of brushes to sort of buff it into place, you're going to pick up that wax
Look at that.
and just start to fade it out. And this is a process you spend a fair few minutes on, but it's one that you're going to love.
And even just in white with aquastone on it would look lovely.
Oh, it
but your
would.
Dora hybrid metallics would look stunning on this, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah, and remember we do have the airbrush on the show, so if you've not yet gone for it and thought, oh
do.
my goodness, I want to do cake decorating and airbrush them all, you can.
The details are now on your screen. Oh yeah, you were saying about if you used fondant icing. Imagine these on a wedding cake.
Oh yeah, with food colouring
White on white. No, just white on white as a
yeah.
wedding cake.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, do you know what? I might do that for our silver wedding. I might buy a pre-made cake because I won't have time to make one. Pre-iced. And then get these moulds. That would be really lovely, wouldn't it? That'd be nice. That's an excuse as well.
Maybe I'm Luke's 30th next week. Do you think I've got time to try and do one?
Karen has got. Say that again.
It's Luke's 30th next week.
Oh,
Do you
is
think I've got
it?
time to try and do him
Yeah,
one?
probably.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Stephanie says Karen says Stephanie needs to be careful. She's got antibiotics. She's got really strong antibiotics. Unfortunately, she can't take the antibiotics they're giving her with the gout medication. I mean, come on, people. What's going on?
We're going to do more of this later on, but you build it up and add your waxes. But
Love that.
beautiful. But yeah, just get moulding, everyone.
Get
crafting with
moulding.
them.
So the bees are fully allocated. Camellia is fully allocated, Sam, yes? We've got the magnolia left and the blossom. So please don't miss out. And I know I'm going to say it again. Please be checking out your baskets, because if you don't, somebody else can pop it in their basket. And if they check out before you do, it will become theirs. So please make sure that you're doing this, doing that as well. I'm going next door now for a happy hour with some cracking deals on and brand new artwork for some collections as well, which is very exciting. So I will see you on the other side of this. Thank you, David. You're back at
10 o'clock with brand new Christmas candles.
10 o'clock. We'll see you there.
Bye.
Bye.